Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Mulkey, owner of Lost Mountain Dental, and I'm here to talk to you today about how we prevent confusion in the clinical area with our patients. And we call it the brief and the debrief. Before you do any procedure on the patient, after they're seated in the chair, the doctor sits right in front of the patient, eye to eye, toe to toe, and you explain the procedure, and importantly you explain why you're doing the procedure, because if you're like most patients, they tend to forget what's going to happen since their last visit. And so it just happened to me yesterday morning, as a matter of fact. So we call it the brief. I go over what we're going to do today in detail. I give them an emotional reason why we're doing this, and then I also go ahead and set expectations, because I find sometimes patients have unrealistic expectations about how long they're going to be there, what to expect from the procedure, and so forth. And so after we do the procedure, we do the debrief. And the debrief is pretty simple. Same thing, except this time I like to stand. I don't really want to engage the patient in a long conversation. So get in front of the patient again, eye to eye. Again, I review what we did, review any problems that we ran across during the procedure. I like, again, to set the expectations. Also review their home care instructions. I do tell them we're going to give them some written instructions, but I find patients, maybe don't read those all the time, so I like to give them myself. And then I, again, like to set the expectations, because I think that, again, patients sometimes have unrealistic expectations. And at the end, I always like to compliment the patient. Hey, you did great. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, something along those lines. You want to leave the patient with a positive thought. And then the final thing that you want to do is you want to do what we call a strong transfer of power to the assistant. At that point, you ask the patient, do you have any questions for me? And if they say no, then you say, well, my assistant, Lauren, here is going to take care of you from here on out. Have a nice day. And we call that the brief and the debrief. I know it helps me. I think it'll help you. To stay current with our Dental Learning Center, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.